this video, we are going to discuss about Orgel diagram. So what is the use of this Orgel diagram? It is for the interpretation of spin-allowed electronic transition of tetrahedral and high-spin octahedral complexes, but not for low-spin octahedral complexes. Very important, you have to remember that it is only for high-spin octahedral complexes and not for low-spin octahedral complexes. And we can say that tetrahedral complexes are high-spin, right? Then spin-allowed transitions occurs between two energy states that have same spin multiplicity. You have to remember that same spin multiplicity. And it can also be used for all octahedral complexes of D1, D2, D3, D8 and D9 metal ion irrespective of strength of ligands, because weak or strong field ligands for these metal ions gives rise to identical energy states. You have to remember these points also. You have to remember these 3 points when you consider Orgel diagram. So first of all, we can discuss the spectra of D1 metal ions in octahedral field. So, in the case of D1 metal ions, the D1 electronic configuration will have 2D term, right? So, this will be the diagram. This 2D term will be split into 2T2G and 2EG. The strength of ligand increases, energy of transition also increases. So we will expect one transition. When we discuss this type of D1 spectra, we have to give focus on TiH2O6 3+ complex, because its absorption band is broadened. That is only due to Jahn-Teller distortions. So here we can see that this 2T2G term is again splitted into 2EG and 2B2G, and this 2EG into 2A1G and 2B1G. So its absorption maximum will be at 20,300 centimeter raised to -1, and there will be a shoulder at 17,400 centimeter raised to -1, and this is responsible for that broad band. So we have to remember that in TiH2O6 3+, there is more than one peak, right? And the peak is broadened. The peak is broadened due to Jahn-Teller distortion. And it is also suggested that in electronic excited state, T2G0 EG1 will be the electronic configuration, and it is electronically degenerate. So it is suggested that single electronic transition is superposition of two transitions. Just consider this point, but the important thing is this: it is broadened due to Jahn-Teller distortion. Very important. Now, when we consider the tetrahedral complexes, we already know that tetrahedral complexes are always high spin, and this tetrahedral complexes have more intense absorbance than octahedral complexes. Okay, and here we can see that this 2D term split into 2E and 2T2, and only one electronic transition from 2E to 2T2, only one absorption band. Okay. So, in the case of D9 octahedral complex, the term will be 2D, and it's split into 2EG and 2T2G. And there will be single electronic transitions 2EG to 2T2G. And this high spin Dn and D10-N high complexes are inversely related. Right. Orgel diagram D raised to n analogous to D10-N. That you have to remember, because we can see that this diagram can be related to D1 tetrahedral. Right, that's the point. That is, in Orgel diagram, DN high spin octahedral is analogous to D10 minus N tetrahedral complex. But here also there is a possibility of Young-Taylor distortion. So when we consider the absorption band of CuH2O6 2+, it has D9 configuration, and it absorbs in the visible region 12,000 centimeter raised to -1, and it is blue colored. But this 2D term is split into 2Eg and 2T2G, and this 2Eg and 2T2G is again splitted into 2Eg into 2B1G and 2A1G, 2T2G into 2B2G and 2EG. So we will expect a single absorption band, but due to Young-Taylor distortion, this 2Eg is split into 2B1G and A1G, 2T2G is split into 2B2G and 2EG. So 3 bands may be observed, but splitting is very poor. The splitting is very poor. So these 3 bands overlap together and we will observe a broad band. I think these concepts are very clear because it is very important. That's why. So we will expect a single absorption band, but due to Young-Taylor distortion, these states will split again, and we will think that there will be 3 bands. But as the splitting is very poor, these 3 bands will overlap together and it will be a broad band. Now, when we see this D9 tetrahedral complex, 2D term will be split into 2T2 and 2E. It is analogous to D1 octahedral complex. No. And there will be only one absorption band. I think all these concepts are clear. So once again, my email ID is thecumicaworld@gmail.com, and from today onwards I will be taking classes in English. Okay, that's all. Have a nice day. Thank you.